We recording? Yeah, I think we are. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm home now, back in Michigan. It's been a crazy couple months actually. First off, before we get started though, if this audio sounds like complete dumpster, it's because I have no more microphones. I'm using this little Sarmonic like nubby thing, and I don't know if it's getting the job done or not. But anyways, I'm recording on the EM1 Mark III. I finally got that back. So camera stolen, the ZV-1 gone, and the EM10 Mark II gone, and the 17 1.8 gone. My Rode microphones, both of them gone, and I come home and my EM1 III is back from repair. Did a great job. The camera looks, it is brand new. I barely shot with it before I broke that screen, and you can't tell that anything ever happened to this. It looks absolutely perfect. I'll put a picture up right here of what it looks like, and it's perfect. It's these little screws that you're seeing right now. When I dropped it, they like ripped out of the threading and they broke. So that's all fixed now. I just want to give you guys a quick update, kind of a welcome home update, if you will, about what's going on with my gear. So just to give you guys an update, there's no real breakthrough yet, but I do have the Las Vegas PD involved. I do have a detective assigned to the case, and I did give the Las Vegas PD all the serial numbers of the things I still had. So like my MacBook, my EM10 Mark II, my ZV-1, my Bose speaker, my Sonos speaker. So let's talk about what was stolen, all what was stolen. I had a brand new MacBook Air 512 gigabyte with the EM1 chip stolen. I had the EM10 Mark II, which you guys know I only had for a couple weeks. That was stolen. A 17 1.8, which I just bought, that was stolen. I had a Bose Flex like Bluetooth speaker stolen. And then when I was in the at my work conference, was awarded or won some AirPods. Those were stolen, and I had a Sonos speaker, which was stolen, and then the Samsung hard drive, my Brevity backpack, and some other miscellaneous stuff like dongles for my MacBook, which those are kind of expensive. A dongle SD card reader for my phone, which a lot of times I edit these videos on my phone. If you guys didn't know, in LumaFusion, so I transfer them with that reader. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff. But here's the interesting part. Here's the update. So when I spent some time with the Las Vegas PD and we sat with the hotel and looked through the logs, the door records. So if you don't know this, if you haven't seen my last video, the door records every movement on it, and they know when something happens. So what they can see is that the night of the incident, I sound like I'm like a reporter. The night of the incident, at 7:06 p.m. I think it is, I enter my room, which matches what happened. I change my pants and I leave at 7:11 p.m. and I head down to dinner at the House of Blues inside the Mandalay Bay. The next event on my door is around 9:19 maybe, and it's somebody throwing the deadbolt from the inside. So when I left at 7:11, they can see the door shut and they can see it locked. So they knew like everything was secure. And then the next action at 9:19 p.m. is somebody throwing the deadbolt from the inside of my room, which means they didn't come in from the front of my door, or they have some equipment that allows them to like bypass that system, which I doubt. I think the story goes that like no action really happens for like 20 minutes, and then they exit my room, and the door doesn't shut all the way. It like slams and it kind of stays somewhat ajar, and then it throws the alarm down at the front desk. So if you guys don't know, if you leave your door ajar for too long, the front desk gets a notification, and then at like 10:00 something, it shuts. Okay. I don't come back to my room till 11 something, and they can see I scan in with my key. So what that leads me to believe is one of two things. I had an adjoining door, okay, but the adjoining doors have deadbolts on each side. So what I think happened, this is my theory, is that a worker on their shift was in there to clean the room or deliver some room service, and they pre-set up my deadbolt open. And then they came back when they knew our schedules, because the person next to me in the room, adjoining room next to me, was also an employee of my company, and I think they knew our work schedule. I mean, the hotel's hosting all this, so they know where we're going to be and what's going on. And so I think they knew a schedule. I think they entered through my neighbor's door and then came through the adjoining doors, which were already unlocked. And then they deadbolted my door, so if I came back for something during the event, we didn't have a confrontation. If I guys didn't tell you also, they went through my bag, and as they stole everything, they took my truck keys out and left those for me. So thank you for that. I was able to get home when I got back home from the airport in Detroit. But that's what I think happened. Now, the other potential possibility, which is very unlikely for many reasons, is that my coworker, whoever it was, colleague next to me stole my stuff. But I doubt it. They didn't know what I had in there. They would have to somehow get in my room and like throw the deadbolt on the adjoining doors. Doesn't make sense. So it's probably not it. It's probably an employee. So where we're at now is that the hotel has taken like 5 hours of footage from the night of the incident, and they've burned it to a flash drive. They're gonna give it to the Las Vegas PD, then they're gonna review it. My thought is they know when the theft happened, and so all you gotta do is look for somebody carrying a backpack or a bag or some kind of cart and going to the elevator or going to the stairwell. Now, you guys would think the Mandalay Bay, after the Stephen Paddock, the big Las Vegas massacre shooting, they would have more cameras, but supposedly, I guess for privacy reasons, they don't have cameras looking down the hallways of the guest rooms. So they have like cameras in the elevator areas and they have them in the stairwells, but not down the hallways. So there's no actual camera looking at my door when this person leaves my room. So that's the kind of mystery part of things. But there's timestamps, and then there's going to be some obvious activity. The other thing you have to know is you cannot go into the elevators to go up unless you have a key that says you're a member, a guest at the hotel. And then even that, the key is very specific to what floor. So I was on the 23rd floor. I couldn't go to any other floor with my key. I could only enter the elevator and go to the 23rd floor, and that was it. So this person had to either be on the same floor as me, or, again, more than likely, they're a hotel employee, and they had a key that let them get in and go anywhere they wanted to. So that's the update with that. My EM1 III is back, so I'm not cameraless. I am shy a lens. I will be using this. I don't have any good microphones, so this is what it is. This is the Sarmonic, I don't know, the turd mic. It's not great. I don't use it for anything, but it is tiny. And I have some thoughts on where I think Olympus is going, what they should do, and I'll make that video maybe tomorrow. And then when the WoW camera gets released next week, I'll talk about that. I've seen all the specs. I have thoughts on it, but I'm going to wait till everything's official. So, okay, guys, thanks for watching. I know this is a talking head video. This isn't anything related, but I want to give you guys an update. And my EM1 III is back, and they did a really good job repairing it. Everything works fantastically. Just took a little longer than I wanted it to, but what can you do? All right, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.